Right now I'm flying to New York City. Boom. Right after that, back to LAX, straight to Medellin, Colombia. Right now we're in Comuna 13. I'm gonna paint this wall.
Loser.
This mural is not good. I will not accept defeat. I'm gonna make a little banger and it's gonna be dope. And then that's just the start. I'm going to Lima, Peru. Bienvenido a Lima, Peru. I started the day in Parque Tayrona. And I took a horse out of the park, and then took a bus, and then took one flight back to Medellin, and then took another flight here to Lima. We out here in the skate park. He's gonna skate, I'm gonna paint, it's gonna be dope. Okay, this guy called the cops on me. Cops are already here. When I finished painting my picture and they were like, yeah, that's fine. I had 2 handfuls full of paint. I got into a taxi, went into the store, and he was gone. I lost my whole backpack, 2 of my cameras. We gonna make it happen. He's vulnerable. Kind of like how I was vulnerable. This is on the roof of my house. After that, I'm finally going home back to New Hampshire where I grew up. Home sweet home. New Hampshire where I was born and raised. Finally returned home after 2.5 years since I left to go to California. The first time. It's weird to be back, but I'm gonna show you the beginning of Kiptoe, the beginning stages, the beginning part of my career, and I'm gonna show you my murals as I was a young grasshopper.
Are you listening? Damn.
It all started with my first real big mural in Providence, Rhode Island. My professor from college had a brother that worked for a housing development company. They knew I was looking to paint a mural and they said, we can make a project to spice up the community. And so this was a big project for my first real thing. So it was really, really exciting. And I didn't know what I was doing. I got the paint that I thought that I needed and I made a sketch of Superboy, black Latino boy, perfect for that neighborhood, with a cape and 2 toy airplanes. And the community really liked it. It was a really cool experience for my first go. Very lucky. To be honest, I had thought, oh, once I paint this mural, I'm gonna blow up, I'm gonna post it online, I'm gonna put it on all these blogs. I'm gonna get so much work from this mural. Didn't happen. Doesn't work that way. Nobody really cares if you do one mural. You have to do another mural, and another mural, and another mural, and another mural, and some more work, and some work over here, and some work over there. And you have to build a portfolio and a name for yourself. And then people start to care and notice you. Another cool thing that I did, this isn't a mural, but it's a cool street art idea. It was Halloween time, and I went around town collecting traffic cones with the big barrels. And I had this cool idea to cut out jack-o'-lantern faces out of them and light them up from the bottom and put them all around the biggest city closest to me, so Boston. And that's what I did, and I actually created 2 more that were like eating other smaller cones, and then one of them was like shoved in his eyeball. And so there was a girl at the time that I really liked, and I invited her out for the night, and we put them all around Boston, put them right in front of the MFA. After that, I painted some murals at my uncle's beach house in Old Orchard Beach, Maine. And I painted one for him and his family, like a little boy's room, and then I did one for me. I got paid to do one, and I said, let me do one for my own. And he was like, yeah, go ahead. So I painted another cool one called Beach Life. It was like a surreal beach scene that people still really like today. And then I went exploring and just looking for walls. Like, I need to paint. I'm gonna find something to paint. I'm gonna find something to do. And I found this like abandoned concrete gravel site right near my house, and there was these two little perfect walls that I could practice on. And so I created these two pretty cool walls. One was like this giant squirrel eating a traffic light hanging out of his mouth, and then the other one was like, I started painting a gorilla, put a couple more elements in there, the pirate and like the fish globe, and I made like a triangle composition out of it. So that one was cool. The cops actually came because someone called, but they didn't really care because I was just painting in the middle of nowhere. After this, I wanted to paint another big public outdoor mural, and there was another wall close to the Superboy mural back in Providence, but it was on the side of an elementary school, and so I kind of did like a Superboy 2.0 for free, never mind you. I just really wanted to paint, and I was just looking for blank walls, and so I did this kind of children's style mural that in the end like definitely didn't want to do again. I just did it because I wanted to paint and practice. And then I really started to push out my business and really try and get more work, be proactive about it. I made flyers, like brochure little flyer things, made like 500 copies, and just went around town passing them out to all the local businesses. You know, if you're ever looking for artwork for your business, I'm the man. And finally nailed one. I found someone that said yes, and they wanted like a New Hampshire theme. So I came up with a few different sketches, sent them their way, and gave them my budget, and it worked out really well. It was like a nice, cool little mural for this cool little restaurant. Okay, now this one is something that I'm super proud of. You guys remember the one in New York City where I painted with the huge pole? Well, this was version number 1. This was my practice round, my first time ever doing a huge 30-foot pole mural. Oh my God, it's still here. Check it out, Captain America! The bottom got buffed out and graphed on, but can't reach the top unless you got a pole.
Damn.
It's so crazy to see 3 years later, but it's still there. Yeah, man, this is 30 feet high. It doesn't look like it, but I'm gonna go down there and show you.
Yeah.
So these rocks are what I used for my palette. You can still see all the colors from the face and the blue helmet over here. I just have my paint here with the long pole, and you go, lift it all the way up. Here's the face with that pole. This was summer of 2014, and I just came here one day and was like, screw it, I'm just gonna paint. Illegal, but it was a good time. It was 2 days, just 2 days straight of painting, and it was a cool spot. It's a place people can come and fish over here, and it was in the hot summer day, so people were going on this bridge right here and then jumping off into the water. It was a good time. And then I got a little overzealous, and I came back again to paint this wall on the opposite side. And you can still see the outline of what I did. I started a mural right here, and I didn't have as much luck with this one. And the cops came within about an hour of me painting, stopped me. I didn't get arrested, but they gave me a summons. I had to come back and paint over what I started with the gray. I'll show you what this was supposed to look like. It would have been a cool mural, but I did this one, put it on a different wall.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah.
Peace out, Captain. Right after college and right before I moved, so it was like a year and a half of doing murals in my hometown. I have a couple left, so this is at the high school. I painted this big mural on the side of the football field. Yeah, this is it. The mascot was the Lancers, like a knight on the horse. It was actually pretty dope to paint. It was super fun. This was like the beginning of my Kiptoe style. You have the queen here, the people fighting, and then the Lancer, like that. This is New England, so there's lots of weather and ice and rain, so as you can tell, it doesn't hold up as well as California. So, but it still looks pretty nice. I'm pretty happy. Colors are still there. It's a good mural. The only way I was allowed to paint this mural was if like high schoolers helped me for their like senior project. And I was just trying to paint. I was just trying to get something going. I agreed, and like I had some students help me out working with high schoolers. It's pretty annoying. This was painted like a month before I moved to California. So it was November of 2014. One of my final gigs before I left New Hampshire for good was my buddy's CrossFit gym. They were looking for a mural. I went out there, painted this badass superhero mural for them. And so after about a year and a half of trying to paint around New England, I said, fuck it. I'm going to California. I'm going to Los Angeles. I don't want to be here anymore. Let's go. Packed up all my stuff that I could in my car, and December 2nd, 2014, I left. And you can watch my cross country video. This was one of my first real big videos that I made. I documented the whole thing, start to finish. I didn't do much talking back then, but I did some cool shots and I did some cool things. You can watch it on this channel. The first real big adventure that I had in my life.
We are here in the middle of New Mexico. We're going to see if we can survive. Now it is key to see if you can spot anything as food. And a chewy bar. These are so rare in these pots. They're good just raw.
I stopped in Austin, Texas at the Hope Outdoor Gallery, painted a little jam in the corner there. And then I kept driving and I ended up in Phoenix, Arizona, and I was just walking around the street, and then I saw this guy painting something, and I was like, yo, what's up, man? I'm an artist too. Kind of bonded really instantly. He kind of took me around town and showed him some of his graffiti and some of his crew. His name's Volar. He's a really cool guy. One of his crewmates got a wall for us at the back of like a motorcycle shop. We got up super early the next morning, and then we went to the wall and just banged it out. I had a great time painting the whole day. It was 80 degrees in December. My mind was blown. And then drove a little bit more and I made it to Cali. Made it. New Year's Day 2015. And once I got to Cali, bam, I just hit the ground running, did as much as I possibly could, got a job washing dishes, painting murals all day, working all night, doing the damn thing. And believe me, going to LA is the real beginning of the story, but that's for another time. Back to New Hampshire. So that's a little short story of how your boy Kiptoe came up, pushed myself, proactive, take risks, go on trips, believe in yourself, and don't ever accept no for an answer. There's always a way. I hope you found this inspiring. I'm gonna go have dinner with my family. Thanks for watching. Got my first set of stitches. It was quite tedious, and I was getting a little anxious with the X-Acto. Sliced my leg right open.